to approve 5,000 naira per bag. The chairman appealed to farmers in the country to make use of the whistleblowing number printed on the back of the fertilizer to report the suspect to the Committee on PFI for prosecution.
For the fertilizer coming out from the factories are being checked. Meanwhile, there are some unscrupulous elements in town, around town, that buy the fertilizer and adulterate it. And we are working very, very hard to get them arrested. Now we already have 3 sets of group already with the police, and we will not let them go for free. We will make sure they have enjoyed the rights of the government, because adulterating fertilizer is just sabotage to the national economy.
Governor Muhammad Badru Abubakar inspected Kano Agricultural Supply Company Casco Fertilizer Blending Plant at Bompai and Nagari Blending Plant in Madobi town of Kano State, where he expressed his satisfaction over the quality and quantity of fertilizer produced per day, which he described as more than enough for the needs of farmers in the three states. Muhammad Musa Askira, NTA News.
More than 5,000 vulnerable households in Kubo local government area of Kaduna State have benefited from the conditional cash transfer program of the federal government, which aims at providing relief to the poor amidst coronavirus pandemic. Muhammad Abdullahi reports that each beneficiary goes home with 10,000 naira for the months of May and June.
Mariam Ahmadu, Aisha Garba and Hulir Munkaila, like thousands of other vulnerable members of the less privileged communities, the present administration of Muhammad Buhari has fulfilled one of its campaign promises of alleviating poverty. This is because the conditional cash transfer program has continued to dole out 5,000 naira monthly stipends to them.
Thank you very, very much. Yeah.
Before I became part of the beneficiaries, I was doing nothing. But now I am into different kind of businesses, like cattle rearing, among others.
Since inception in 2016, the program has benefited millions of vulnerable people across the nation. Hawa Abdul Razak is the unit head of Conditional Cash Transfer Program in Kaduna State.
Most of our beneficiaries have been engaged in different skills. They have formed cooperative groups and they are into different skills in the state.
The Conditional Cash Transfer Program, if sustained, observers say will continue to improve the living standards of millions of households in the country. In Kaduna, Abdullah Muhammad, NTA News.
And as part of measures to complement federal government effort in the fight against COVID-19 pandemic and the challenges of insecurity in the country, Kaduna State government has organized special prayer session to seek God's intervention to bring the situation to an end. Shehu Adamu reports that such move by the state government also encouraged the youths in the youth organizations to embark on similar gesture. The report.
Kaduna State is among the 4 northwestern states of Zamfara, Sokoto and Kaduna being affected by the resurgence of insecurity in the country, while Kaduna local government area has fallen to the 11 local government areas with the highest number of people infected with the coronavirus pandemic. However, as federal government renewed strategies to fight in the two evils, Governor Aminu Bello Masari said there is no better way to complement such commitment than to go spiritual and abide by the let-down protocols. The governor explained that similar gesture is expected to be extended to churches across Kaduna State and called on individuals to intensify prayers as the Nigerian Army commenced a health sanity exercise to rid the 4 northwestern states of armed banditry activities. Meanwhile, a coalition of concerned youth organizations in Kaduna organized a similar session seeking God's intervention against COVID-19 and any form of insecurity in Kaduna and the country at large. The concerned youth under the coalition of non-governmental organizations in the state that acknowledged renewed commitment of the federal government towards tackling the lingering insecurity in the country and curtailing community transmission of coronavirus pandemic also appealed to all and sundry to cooperate with the authority. In Kaduna, Shehu Adamu, NTA News.
And we're back to Elizabeth in Abuja for more nationwide.
Thank you so much, Sulay. The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, is adopting new measures and strategies in combating corruption and illicit financial flows in the country. This was one of the focal issues deliberated upon during the Africa Regional webinar, where the Commission says it intends to involve the media and civil society in its constituency and executive projects to fight the cancer of corruption.
We have revised and upscaled the deployment of the Ethics and Compliance Scorecard on NDAs. From 20 deployed in 2016, we deployed 280 in 2019, and we hope to attain a figure of 350 in 2020.
We all need to take responsibility for the fight against corruption, as we have taken responsibility against infection of COVID-19. COVID-19 kills, but corruption kills even more. ICPC alone cannot fight corruption. We all must be involved.
It's not going to get easier by the day. As a matter of fact, it will get more difficult by the day. And many will become discouraged in standing up against corruption. But it's our duty, both as institutions, as individuals, especially in developing countries where corruption has such a devastating to ensure that we prioritize the fight against corruption and continually devise new ways and new approaches, even as the Hydra itself continues to manifest in different ways.
The webinar is part of activities celebrating the 20th anniversary of ICPC. Earlier, we told you that the Supreme Court has dismissed the appeal of Timi Alaibi against the governor of Bayelsa State. The Supreme Court, in a motion on the platform of the People's Democratic Party in Bayelsa State, Timi Alaibi challenged the emergence of Governor Doyediri as the party's candidate in last year's governorship elections. Timi Alaibi challenged the participation of two delegates who voted in the primary election that produced Governor Diri. Delivering the judgment, the five-man panel of justice of the Apex Court, led by Justice Olabode Rhodes Vivo, dismissed the appeal on the grounds that the appeal could not be categorized as a pre-election matter. As such, the Apex Court could entertain the suit before it is an internal party affair which the court lacks the jurisdiction to entertain. Counsel to Timi Alaibi Ifedayo Adedipe SN withdrew the appeal after the panel of justices pointed its attention to the facts of the matter.
For the primary election to be nullified, asked for a fresh election, and now at the Supreme Court, he has made a complete U-turn from his case at the trial court to ask that he should be declared the winner of a primary election that he asked to be nullified.
Now to sports. Newcastle versus Tottenham live on the NTA Sports 24 on Wednesday. Tamara Ibiwe brings us